Actually, this will go down into almost about 4.5 kilometers down, and then collect the manganese nodules. And while collecting, you will see the plumes of sediment in the ecosystem. So that is more important. That is the reason I am showing you this. Yeah, now it is 2 kilometers down, 4.5 kilometers down. Yeah, now it is starting to start collecting the manganese nodules on the floor.
Mining nodules will produce two different types of plumes. One is a set created by the vehicle removing the top 10 to 50 centimeters. You can see that.
You see the kind of plumes which are being generated, which will definitely disturb the ecosystem. They choke the marine species, and marine species will die. So that is the problem. That is the major objection for ocean mining. So the entire amount is sucked into the vessel, and only polymetallic nodules are taken, and the remaining the sediment is sent back into the ocean.
The second type of fluid is the discharge fluid, which is unwanted sediment that is brought up to the surface vessel. It's unwanted, unneeded, and so we return to the ocean.
Yes. So that will create another
Question
plume
is whether that's returned
which disturbs the ecosystem.
to mid-water column or back there.
Yeah. So, how deep sea mining could affect it? So it will affect everything, in fact, in the ocean, particularly the deep ocean. So that is the reason there is a major objection part. But recently, Norway and Japan recently initiated deep sea mining in their own EEZ, exclusive economic zones. Nobody can ask them, nobody can put any objection. This is the area. The Norway is trying to mine. Next, the Japan large-scale deep sea mineral exploration, extraction, not exploration, mining by Japan. Very recently. And crust mining is extremely difficult because the crust, the cobalt crust or ferromanganese crust is very strongly attached to the basalt sample on the ocean flanks. So as a result, it's not simply like collecting the manganese nodules. It's extremely difficult. There are actually technologies like dragon bucket type, continuous bucket type, boat type, automatic shuttle boat type, etc. But it's definitely difficult. One example is, see, this is the crust actually. Crust has been collected from the Hawaiian Islands. It's just an example. I told you that there was one mining license given by the International Seabed Authority to mine the Papua New Guinea island. I mean the coast of the Papua New Guinea island of the north of Africa. You know that. But there was a huge objection by the locals. They were afraid because already their country is on the boundary of the trade boundaries, and anytime any tsunami can erupt, and particularly if you are mining, if you are drilling, then the chances will be very, very high. People understood that these days. People are extremely intelligent with the social media and the TV and everything. So as a result, there was a huge agitation, and in fact, one Canadian company with the local government started this venture, and they had to stop in between. They incurred huge losses, in fact. Now there is a big debate now. Should we mine our ocean floor? because it will house countless species of ranging tiny zooplankton to the east whales. But also, the seas provide half of our oxygen, food for billions of people, and home for some of the most spectacular wildlife on Earth. But if you start mining, definitely it will impact the whole ecosystem, and it will create a big danger to all these species. And the famous environmentalist David Attenborough also says that there should be a moratorium on deep sea mining. And a lot of studies are going on what are the environmental effects of deep sea mining. And some of the corals are being destroyed and taken out for road laying in some places. But some places there are strict rules, but in some places people are doing that. And a lot of research, some American laboratory doing trying to understand the mining effect on the marine species. Actually, in Australia, they have actually synthesized about 250 related articles and found out that it is extremely dangerous to mine oceans for the critical metals, whatever you call. So we have to still understand. We have not really understood the ecosystem, what kind of effects the mining can provide to the ocean ecosystem. We need to have more consulted studies. Generally, you can probably go ahead. For example, Greenpeace is one organization which has been strongly opposing. This is the area where I was telling you, Clarion Clipperton zone between Mexico and Hawaii in the Pacific Ocean. And coming to India, this man says, the Secretary General of International Seabed Authority, Michael Lodge, he says that India can become self-sufficient in nickel and cobalt because of its vast resources in our international waters nearer to us. And India, for example, GSI is doing a lot of work on that by the marine wing. And then NIO and NCPOR, particularly NCPOR and Faridad is just not described on the exploration of the sulfide deposits in the central Indian and other areas. The NIOD is also doing a lot of work in this direction. They have come out with a kind of a sphere where 3-4 people can sit. You can go down to 4 kilometers down, and then people can do some experiments by sitting there in that with all the kind of equipments. At least for maybe 10 days, 15 days, they can live up to, and then they come up with their results. So this is a closer view of the sphere. So what can be done? A better understanding of the deep sea is necessary to guide mitigation strategies and proper enforcement of regulation in order to limit the environmental impact of the mining activities. Then we need to do a comprehensive baseline studies to understand what species live in the deep ocean, how they live, and how they could be affected by the mining activities. And then high quality environmental assessments are needed to assess full range, extent, and duration of the environmental damage to the deep sea mining operations. These assessments are also needed to ensure that the loss of biodiversity as a result of the mining operation is properly accounted for in mining regulations set by the authorities well before any decision on mining is approved. And recently, there is one company in Canada, the metals company. There was a news, I don't know how far it is true, but they have been given a license. Actually, we had, there has been a lot of, yes, see, the super careful seabed mining means without any disturbance, the mining can take place, and the people have come out with some innovative technologies. The next video will give you a clear picture. Please put it up.
resources is increasing. While currently mining takes place on land, the idea of mining the seafloor for these critical resources has gained some traction over the years, though it's not without its critics. Some experts express caution over the prospect that seafloor mining could disrupt crucial ecosystems and destroy habitats. But one company hopes to make ocean mining a reality in a way that they say doesn't. Impossible Metals is setting out to bring underwater robots to the ocean floor to mine in a meticulous way, rather than the equivalent of vacuuming the seafloor and churning up vast amounts of sediment. The robots will utilize AI to selectively harvest minerals, doing as little damage as possible. The process, where cameras and arms cover in waste rather than touch the ocean floor, is likened to using a tweezer instead of a bulldozer. The company's prototype robot is called REE-Workshop-BHU and is testing its capabilities in shallow waters. In the future, Impossible Metals hopes to scale the technology to create a full fleet of underwater bots with the capability to travel 4 miles down into the deep. And while skeptics see nothing but challenges, the co-creator of Impossible Metals, Renee Brogan, told CBS News the company is halfway down the path.
Yeah. So this kind of technology is probably today this is this technology, but tomorrow we don't know what kind of technologies will emerge. And with these kind of technologies, probably those companies will be able to convince the international seabed authorities sometime in near future. And this is the actually Dr. Parijat talking about the recent expedition, our exploration team into the what is that bridge?
Southeast Indian and Central Indian.
Yeah, Central Indian bridge. These are the people, and where Dr. Parijat, my student, is also there. This is the remotely operated vehicle he was talking about. And these, those areas which they were targeting were rich in copper, nickel, zinc, and manganese. And my, he is again, Dr. Parijat, he participated in an expedition, super fast spreading red crust core. The another student, Dr. Subramaniam, also participated. 2 of my students participated in this expedition, the ocean expeditions. I was at Geomar in Germany, so which is one of the topmost marine research institute. Sometime back in 2007, I even gave a talk there. And these are my collaborators, national and international, Dr. Banaka from NIO, and Dr. James He from the USGS Menlo Park in California. So the conclusions are the deep sea minerals with respect to global economy suggest that the seafloor massive sulfides around the hydrocarbon beds, then cobalt rich crusts on the banks of the sea mounts, and the polymetallic nodules on the abyssal plains will be increasingly important in meeting the critical metals such as cobalt, rare earth elements, manganese, copper, cobalt, and tellurium, most importantly for the solar panels and other required for green technology applications. Mining companies world over are working on overcoming these perceived challenges. As I showed just now, the continuous new technological developments are trying to push this industry to move forward. And however, deep sea mining technology is still in the development, but will probably initially include the extraction of polymetallic nodules because it's much easier compared to other like cobalt crust and the sulfide deposits. But even this extraction process on the ocean floor can destroy the habitats, and plumes of sediments generated during the mining process, you have seen just now in the video, may blanket or choke the marine species in the deep ocean. More focus needs to be placed on the efficiency, environmental protection, intelligence, safety, and reliability of the system in the future. In fact, the oceans provide humans with food and oxygen and regulates Earth's climate And this is a crucial moment for the International Seabed Authority, which is currently writing the rules for mining of deep sea into the projects without causing significant marine and environmental damage. So we need to seek answers to many questions before we step down into the oceans, and we need to balance the need for metals with ecological impacts. Thank you. So, I once again thank Dr. Anand Kumar, the convener of this particular workshop, then A.D. Singh, head of the department, and Professor Sudhir Vijay, Vice VC of this university. Thank you all.
Thank you, Dr. Rama, for the wonderful talk, letting us about the technology working behind the DC mining. Now we can have few questions from the audience. Mike.
Hello, Dr. Parker. Very good lecture. I have just some clarification I want to make. Has anybody done any cost involved in teaching and
Cost calculations,
very good.
yeah, that's really important, but I haven't come across anything, so maybe they have done, but I definitely missed it. I think it's a very important point.
Because on that we know.
Cost effectiveness is particularly, I showed you that rover is collecting one nodule. Definitely it's not cost effective. But we don't know. At least I have no idea. I cannot comment on that.
The point is that it will take ages to correct.
That's what.
Ages.
Yeah.
That is one thing.
Yeah.
And you said that some companies like Japan already, they have started.
They started already. Yes.
But the point is that they can always do it, but they can mess up the thing.
Yeah, ocean, at one place if you mess up, it will spread to the everywhere. So that's the point. But unfortunately, the rules are like that. EZ, the country has exclusive rights.
I know, the 370 months.
Yeah,
We have covered exclusive right.
yeah.
But
And that too, countries like Norway, Japan, they were doing original thing. A small country starts within America will try, but Japan, Germany, they cannot do it.
thank you.
Hello, sir. I am Ali Balbi from NCPR, and my question is about the exclusive economic zone. So, if you see some countries